Hey everyone, day 2 of the Chill Power Challenge, bringing you a little bit more peace and gratitude through your holiday season. So we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. So go ahead and come into a seated position. You can either rest your hands down onto your knees or turn your palms to face up, thumb and index finger together to touch. Take a deep breath in, feel your heart lift, your spine align. Try to breathe all the way up to your heart. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders, drop tension, draw the belly in and anchor the tailbone down. Do it again. Deep breath in and exhale. Keep breathing out until you feel your lungs have emptied. You feel a little stillness and calm clarity at the bottom of the exhale. One more time. Deep breath in and exhale. Beautiful. So today's segment is going to be about 10 minutes. We're going to work on a little core stabilization today. Stay with me because core is home of perseverance, but we want to balance that perseverance with peace. Only 10 minutes. You can get a lot done in that time. So go ahead and sit your hips back onto your heels. Drop your forehead down and make sure that you're always honor, protecting, and listening to your body. Shift your weight forward, curl your toes. Go ahead and come into downward facing dog. Press your hips to the sky, bend your right knee, drop your left heel, and then pedal it out until you can bring your toes together to touch. We're going to start with core plank first. You're going to lift your right leg up to the sky. Try to reach your toes as high as you can. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, shift your weight forward and try to bring your knee above your elbow towards your shoulder. That way you're really going to feel your core. Now point your toe. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift your weight forward. And by the way, the back of the neck stays long. So look a little bit forward so the back of the neck is long. Now really pull that knee up to your shoulder. Let's do that one more time. Right toes to the sky, deep breath in. And then exhale, shift it forward. Bring that knee above your elbow towards your shoulder. Take a huge breath in, really strengthen that core. And then step the right foot back, toes together to touch, hips in line with the shoulders. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows. You can lower half or all the way down if you can't hold the half. Inhale, come into a back bend, get a good stretch, open the collarbone of the heart. Deep breath into peace and joy. Exhale, use your core to lift your hips back up to the sky. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So walk your toes together to touch. So the hands are shoulder width distance, but the toes are touching. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Exhale, shift your weight forward. So bring that left knee above your elbow the best you can towards your shoulder. Core plank. Take a deep breath in. Left toes to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, shift it forward. Focus your eyes. No hurry. Lots of peace with your perseverance. One more time. Left foot to the sky. Exhale, shift it forward. Bring that knee above your elbow the best you can. Take a deep breath in and then step to plank. Now, in your plank, I want your toes together to touch so you can really squeeze to the midline. Feel the core halfway or all the way down to the mat. Inhale with a big breath into your back bend. Really push through your palms, lift your collarbone and heart. And then hips to the sky, downward facing dog, push back. Good job. So we're going to come back to that in a minute, but for now I want you to release your knees down and lie down on your back. So go ahead and bring your hands to your belly. Relax your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imprint your spine. So just press the lumbar curve of the spine flat into the mat. Good. Feel that release in your low back. Take a deep breath in, drop your tailbone down, lift your rib cage up, take a huge breath. And then as you exhale, pull the ribs in, press the lumbar curve down and release your low back. Now the next exercise we're going to do is just an old school bicycle. We're just going to go slow motion. So start by hugging your knees into your chest. Take your elbows out wide and your hands right behind the base of your skull. Take a huge breath in. And as you exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now pivot your left elbow towards your right knee and hold it there. I want you to reach through both toes and really think of left shoulder to right hip. Now hold it because we're not in a hurry, right? I know this time of year, everybody wants to rush around, right? But if you go slow, you feel it more. Yeah? Hold it. Good, good, good. And switch sides. So right shoulder towards left knee, or actually left hip. So right shoulder towards the left hip. You can bring your elbow to your knee if you like to. Reach through your toes, hold it. There's no hurry. Keep telling yourself, no hurry, slow down. And then switch, we're going to take it from right to left, slow motion. So 8, as slow as you can. So you feel it more, you recruit more muscle fiber, but also it's all about like this. I'm not in a rush. I have plenty of time. That's the idea. Keep going with it, keep breathing, let your head relax back into your hands. Couple more here, slow motion. This is like your beach cruiser bicycle. Yeah, one more time on each side, you guys. Really try to lift the shoulder up to the opposite hip, home of perseverance and peace. One more time on the opposite side. Hold, hold, hold. And release it down, hug your knees into your chest. Good job. Now make your way back to plank pose. So you can hop through if you're used to doing that. Take a step back or feel free to hop through. You can do a vinyasa if you want. And then come back into downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up to the sky, we're back in downward facing dog. Now take a deep breath in, really land in that downward dog. Walk your toes back together to touch. So the hands are shoulder distance, but the toes are touching narrow. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, back to that core plank. So you might feel the core plank a little bit more this time because we just did that slow motion bicycle. Push through your palms, really pull that belly up, hold it. And then do it 2 more times. So with your breath, inhale, reach through your toes. Exhale, shift it forward. Hold. And one more time, inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, shift it forward and hold. Stepping back to your plank with your toes touching. Now this time, excuse me for a second, I'm going to turn my back to you. So your right hand's going to come to the middle of your mat. If your toes are touching, when you pivot to the side, your feet and your ankles will automatically be stacked. If you want to, you can slide your left foot up to your calf. So you're in a side tree. Look up to your left thumb if you like for 3. Lift your left hip bone to the sky, 2. And square off to your mat. Now if you want a little bit of more upper body strength, you can do a vinyasa, right? Slow motion vinyasa. Otherwise, just straight to your downward facing dog or child's pose if you want to rest. Toes to touch, left side, core plank. So inhale, left toes to the sky. Stay with me here, stay with me. We want to finish the 10 minutes if you're going to do the challenge with me. Left elbow as high up to the shoulder as you can. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Really use that core. Again, perseverance with peace. One more time. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, shift it forward. Holding for 3. And then toes together to touch. Again, your ankles are stacked on top of each other as you pivot to the side. And then if you have the option to come into that side tree if you want to. I know you can't see my right hand, but really lift your right hand up to the sky. And you can look up to your right thumb as well. Lift your right hip as well. Take a deep breath. And then square off to your mat. Awesome job. Optional vinyasa. And then we're going to do a little spinal balance and a little strengthening for the back of the body. So rest in child's pose for a moment. And then go ahead and come all the way up to your hands and your knees. So from here, I want you to kick your right heel straight back and just make sure your toes are flexed straight to the ground so your hips are level. And then left arm straight forward. You have the option here if you want to bend your right knee, reach back, and grab the top of your right foot with your left hand. If you have that connection, you can then kick those toes to the sky. There's a little bit of core stabilization here, but you're getting a nice stretch to the left shoulder and right quad and hip flexor. Take a deep breath in, and then reach forward and back. Left thumb to the sky, right heel kicking, 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 belly in and up, and then hand and knee down. Let's switch sides. So left foot straight back, toes to the ground. So level it out. If you want to kick your heels to the side, try to really flex your toes down. Right hand straight forward, right thumb to the sky, belly in and up. And then you have that option to reach back over the top of the left foot with your right hand, little balance component, and then kick your toes to the sky. So you're getting that awesome stretch to the right shoulder, left quad and hip flexor. One more breath. Of course, working on balance here too. And then reaching forward and back, take an inhale. And then lower it down. Awesome job, you guys. There's your 10 minutes. We're going to finish as we started with 3 deep breaths. Go ahead and come into a seated position. Resting your hands down onto your knees if you're feeling like you need to feel a little bit more grounded, or turn your palms to face up if you need a little bit more energy. Thumb and index finger together to touch if you like. Inhale deeply. Exhale. 3 deep breaths can make a huge difference. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Now remember to subscribe to my channel. You can hit the bell button in the top right corner if you want notifications every time I post a new email. And remember, the really big part of this is carrying that perseverance and peace off of your mat and into your life today. Thank you so much for your energy, and namaste.